methods of charging. First, there are three methods of charging: charging by friction, charging by conduction, and charging by induction. Let's go with the first one.
What is friction? Friction is the resistance of motion when one object rubs against another, or the transfer of electron from one object to another. There are two forms of friction, kinetic and static. Static friction is if you try to slide two objects past each other, a small amount of force will result in no motion. The force of friction is greater than the applied force. Kinetic friction is if you apply a little more force, the object breaks free and slides, although you still need to apply force to keep the object sliding. You do not need to apply quite as much force to keep the object sliding as you needed to originally break free of static friction. What happens to the electrons when friction is applied? Electrons which are negatively charged may be rubbed off one material onto the other. The material that gains electrons becomes negatively charged. The material that loses electrons is left with a positive charge. Example: hair standing experiment. The materials you need to use are inflated balloon and a piece of cloth. The first thing you're gonna do is rub the surface of the balloon with the cloth for 40 seconds. Lastly, hold the balloon a short distance above your head and watch your hair stick to it. Let me explain to you how does it work. The balloon gains electrons from the cloth and becomes negatively charged, so it attracts your hair, which is positively charged in comparison.
Conduction is charging by contact between neutral body and a charging body. Conduction is the transfer of internal energy by microscopic collisions of particles and movements of electrons within a body. And the colliding particles includes molecules, atoms, and electrons. Transfer disorganized microscopic kinetic and potential energy, jointly known as the internal energy. And also conduction is the process where a conductor placed in a changing magnetic field causes the generation of a voltage across the conductor. So, all in all, conduction, electrons transfer to the object, making it the same charge.
An induction charging is a charging method that charges an object without actually touching the object to any another charged object. The charging by induction process where the charged particles is held near an uncharged conductive materials that is grounded on a neutrally charged material. The charge flows between two objects and uncharged conductive materials develop a charge with opposite polarity.
That would be all. I hope you learned